Well, hello. Welcome back to Behind the Soul Sign, the podcast. My name is Shawnee Levine.
I am Vershay Ward.
I'm Courtney Williams.
And Brandon Rouse.
And we have a very cool episode for you guys today. But before we even start this episode, you already know we have some cards to pull. So go ahead, Courtney.
Okay, this one says, are you guys ready?
All right.
Ready?
What's the wildest party you ever been to?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna go first because it's just off the top of the dome. The wildest party I ever been to was a basement party in Chicago.
Lit.
Quote unquote, it was a stripper party, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah,
Went down.
it went down. Not in the
Goes
DMs,
down
in the
in
basement.
the DM.
In the basement.
Yeah, I made a lot of money at that party. You know? That's what I met. No,
Wow.
You are too much.
Oh my goodness.
I was not at that party.
He
Sorry.
wasn't.
He said, cut that out.
right. I'm married with kids now. Before that, can't be talking like that. No
Oh
more.
my gosh, stop.
No more.
Wildest party. Okay, I have a wildest party, but listen,
Please say it.
it was Diddy party. But listen, hold on. It was,
getting sticky.
but it wasn't Diddy after party. You know what I'm saying? So it was
There wasn't
actually
no baby oil.
No,
the
I
song
didn't.
was still out.
Yeah, I mean the sun wasn't out because I've been to like 3 Diddy parties. One in New Orleans, one in Vegas, and one in LA. Okay, the one in Vegas was daytime. He had just came out with Coconut Ciroc, and they were giving us Coconut Ciroc out of coconuts. But anyways, let's stop talking about the Diddy party. Let's
And that was
no.
I got a lot more questions.
Okay, it was a wild party, but it wasn't one of those. Like it was, so it wasn't New Orleans, but what made it wild because during the All-Star weekend, Diddy has like Diddy parties is like the thing,
Yeah.
right? And it costs like I don't know, like $1.50 or something during that time to get into the party. So I'm like, okay, it's just a Diddy party, but I kid you not, Diddy comes out at the party, and the next minute I know it's Kevin Hart. So I'm like, why is Kevin Hart here? Then all of a sudden, it was Busta Rhymes.
Oh, wow.
And then they were like, pass the Ciroc this way. Hey, pass the Ciroc this way. Hey, pass the Ciroc. So it was like crazy. Then all of a sudden, y'all, I kid y'all not. I already said that right. Janelle Monáe came out. Then Drake came out, y'all. Drake
What?
came out.
Party.
I literally fainted in the crowd. Like I sunk in the crowd. It's all on camera.
my
Like
God.
that was crazy, right? So, you know, I know, dang, we not Drake or Diddy right now, huh? Dang. But, and then, yeah, y'all know I'm still Young Money over here.
Yeah.
But anyways,
We know.
Nelly came out. It was just like a lot of celebrities and
Okay.
stuff that
So
came out of right. So I was
Sounds
so,
like everybody that's in the current court
Okay, maybe it's like a difference of wildness.
coming in what's that called? An indictment? It's coming your,
Indictment.
You ain't get no mail. No,
They're
nothing
gonna
coming
use
in your
this
mail?
footage.
So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Matter of fact, I don't even remember.
Hey, don't none
bet
of them
you
remember.
don't remember.
That's
wanna
the
talk to you
problem.
'cause you
Don't
didn't
nobody remember.
I said, I
That's
bet you
the
don't
problem.
remember. All right.
Remember.
My wildest party was more than likely in high school. I've had the wildest times of my life in high school just because I went to an all-white school and as a black girl that knows both ends, like I've always just got along with everybody.
Yeah.
So I've always been like this same vivacious person y'all see today. I was
Yeah.
that when I was in high school.
Okay.
So I'm just talking to everybody, and then at the white parties, y'all, like they got beer pong.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll turn you upside down on the beer keg.
Right.
Woo. They got WAP and all type of, like, it's not just a party. Like, we're playing games, we're having fun. We
Yeah.
well, I probably can't say this because it's not legal, but we were just doing all type of recreational activities. That was just so fun. And it was a wild party because it turned into like a big ass sleepover. And like the person whose house it was, the mom was there the whole time.
What?
I don't know
Yes. It was a house out in Brookfield, and the mom was there the whole time.
What kind of party y'all going
And
to?
it
This
was
is what's
fun.
up.
Like it was like it wasn't like that. Like people just like she didn't want anybody to drink and drive.
Right,
So she was
right,
just
right.
like fall where you lay type thing. And we all woke up. She cooked us breakfast in the morning.
Oh, that's what's up.
And we called our parents to come get us, and we just went home. And like that was like one of the wildest parties. A house out in
Yes.
Brookfield.
Okay,
I was
I think
think I was
you
a
won.
junior.
Sounds like a Diddy Jr. party to me.
Diddy
Sleepover,
Jr.
wake up to breakfast. You drunk? Sleep here. It's okay. The wildest party I probably been to was my son's first birthday, because
Well,
that's
it's
when I
real.
proposed. That was wild to me.
Oh, I
That was a
love
wild
that.
party to me. Nobody knew I was gonna do it until the day before. So my family's flying in town. It's about the 1-year-old, my son's
Yeah.
first birthday. So
Right.
it's about that. I'm making sure it's about that.
Right.
And then I told my mom and my brother the night before. But I was nervous the whole
Did
time.
you
I've
tell
been
your
planning
son?
it. No, he was one.
Oh, you said, he was one.
He was one. No.
I'm like, cause don't crash my party.
No, I couldn't tell anybody because I didn't trust that they wouldn't.
Keep it a
I
secret.
Yeah.
wanted them to enjoy his first birthday
Right.
first.
Right.
The proposal was after the party.
Yeah.
That's so
So it
sweet.
was
That
about-
is great.
But that was wild to me because I was super nervous. They were like, "Why you ain't like partying with everybody? Why
Yeah.
you sweating back here in the corner?" I was like,
Right.
"Don't worry about it.
I'm about to propose.
Don't worry about it."
And how many years ago was that?
That was 5 years ago.
Let's go. Yes.
Yes.
Shout out to Bree. We love her.
Yes,
we
shout
do,
out to
we do.
Mrs. Riles.
She's an honorary member of LRG.
is.
Okay.
Yes.
she is.
Which, by the
And
way,
Brandon get us good gifts.
yes,
for
good
Christmas.
gifts. Yes. You know, and speaking of gifts,
And I was first
Sorry.
off, I was a part of picking like some of those gifts out. I give her a lot of credit, but I did help. I did help a little bit, but I did help.
With the wallet.
you helped pay
Thanks
for
for your
it.
help.
Thank you, Brandon. Okay, let's kind of get into Levine Realty Group and what it is that we represent in our purpose in this real estate game and in this industry. You know, when I became a real estate professional, it was never my intention to make as much of an impact that LRG has made. We just recently received the Social Impact Award, which is really amazing. And it just shows that us as a team and as a unit, we're pushing that vision of this is bigger than real estate. And so when I became a real estate agent, I'm just like, yeah, you know, let me try to sell a house. You know, I was selling cars before. I'm like, sell a car, sell a house. You know, it was just, you know, trying to do that. But the more I did it, the more difficult I saw how it was for our clientele to purchase. And I found myself getting extremely angry. I also found myself kind of pushing for other agents who look like me to kind of stay in the industry. But it's a difficult industry to stay in because we almost feel as if we have to conform to what it is that we see others do. So when I started Levine Realty Group, you know, I wanted my team to be very comfortable with being themselves, with being black and walking in your natural self, and knowing that we can still sell real estate, we can still help our people, and we can still win by being ourselves. And I think like that's where a lot of people lack at, or where the sales kind of get difficult because you're trying to be somebody else and people can feel it, and then it becomes depressing because you're depressing who you really are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. One of the best pieces of advice that I got when I got into the industry, and it was actually like probably almost 2 years in. I'm approaching my fifth year, now. And one of my best pieces of advice was to be yourself. And this actually came from someone that's not in real estate. She does an amazing job in her industry, but still business professional, sales, but more so on the corporate end. But giving me that advice of just be yourself. Be true to who you are. Don't try to venture off into anything else other than who Vershay is.
Absolutely.
And that was one of the things that I've held on from the beginning, or from when I heard that until now. And that was actually before I joined LRG. And when the opportunity presented itself, I heard that in the back of my head, and it literally made me jump headfirst into joining Levine Realty Group, because this is myself. Like, I felt in you and in my counterparts that you guys see here today is that I could truly be who I am without those certain adversities that I would be in another team, or maybe even as a single agent, not having the support system. So just to piggyback off of what you said, I think that's extremely important.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes. Brandon, did you have like any, like when you came into the game, like did you feel as if you had to be a certain type of way? And
Well, yeah, absolutely. Because the only thing I knew about real estate is what I watched on YouTube, and what you see on reality TV. So everybody's in suits. Everybody on YouTube is super successful. And so when I started the game, I'm like, dude, you gotta sell 30 houses out the gate. You gotta go get $1 million houses out off top. You know, that's what they doing out here. But I learned that it's baby steps. It's steps to it. You can't just jump to being super successful. You can be successful for yourself in your own way with your own goals, and just continue to grow your business year over year is the goal for me. So as long as I did better than I did last year.
And you are.
So
Definitely.
You
Every
cracking.
single year go that's one of my main goals, is like, no matter what I do this year, as long as I do better than the last year, I'm okay with that. You know, so
yeah, there's no losses. No losses.
no
You
losses in real estate.
You either learn or it's something else, but you don't lose.
Learn or live. You learn
don't
or
lose.
live.
As long as you're progressing from year to year, then you're making a difference. You're
that's
getting
what it is.
better.
And we want to encourage people, like, and I think the cool thing about it is because think about it, like 2024, we were very blessed to help 107 families, right? And just think about all those families we helped that felt comfortable because it was us, right? Because we're comfortable in ourselves. They felt comfortable with telling us their fears while at the same time telling us their dreams and ambitions, right? And like that, I feel like just goes hand in hand. Like if we're comfortable, we're able to allow other people to be comfortable to speak to us so that we can help them win. I definitely attest our realness to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that crosses over to all different cultures as well, you know? So it's not just us being able to help and represent the people that look like us, but also we've had clients that aren't necessarily of our ethnicity or
No, for
of
sure.
our
Oh, yeah.
culture,
All the
but
time.
because we are so confident in who we are and what we believe in, people that resonate with that, with their cultures or whatever it may be, you know, it's good business, you know? So I think that holds very true to what you just said, because, you know, real recognize real. I've been saying that forever, so.
For sure.
Regardless. Yeah, we had quite a real tour. No, we're very blessed, and I'm definitely thankful for all the people who have chosen to work with us. But, however, and, the experience of being a Black real estate agent, like we just had a situation with Maisha. Maisha is a newer agent of ours who was showing a property in another location, and literally while she's pulling up to the house, she's getting pulled over. Right. And these clients was from another ethnicity from her. And it was just like, wow, like you're being pulled over while we're having a showing. And it's like that happened. Yeah. I had an occasion. I literally got pulled over at the office, pulling up to the back of my brokerage, right? And I'm in Whitefish Bay, and Maisha, she was out in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin, like we have different experiences that we have to overcome, and it's just a lot of obstacles that we experience every day, and it just becomes natural in our life. That I think that's also attributes to why we're so great with what we do, because overcoming obstacles in this industry and continually have to push through them is the way we get to the finish line. So thank the experience.
And we're not scared of those obstacles.
No,
either,
not at all.
Yeah,
which I'm very proud of about this group, that we're willing to take on that challenge and change your perspective.
Yes, yep.
Come see what I'm doing. Come walk up to me, neighbor, and I'll show you how good I am.
Because Brandon will knock any door in any neighborhood in every house. And we had situations to where we met with other real estate agents. They were like, we're not knocking doors over there. We're not doing that. Like, these are real thoughts, right? And it's as lovely as I would like to say, oh yeah, everything's just so great and peachy. Like, this is still the reality of it, is that people see race first. And that's just a reality, and I don't know how to paint that picture in no other way. I didn't never even painted the picture. That's what the picture exists. Right.
I was going to say, sorry to cut you off,
You're
but
fine.
to the point of Maisha's situation, like, that also is a learning opportunity for us within other aspects of different cultures, right? Like, whomever her clients were, if they hadn't experienced that before, it's in real time where you can see what discrimination looks like. You can see what my obstacles are opposed to what yours are, because we pulled up to the same place, maybe going the same speed, driving the same type of car, right? But our scenarios were different. So not to say that that's any type of we don't want any pity for that, but it's just like, look at what's happening, so opening that realm and having an amazing team full of Black real estate agents allows other people that aren't us get to see what we go through and who we are.
Levine Realty Group, we started May of 2023, and we are now wrapping up our second full year in real estate as a team, right? And when we started, it was me and Courtney. Courtney was pregnant at the time, about to exit the industry, but I'm so happy she didn't, because we have the lovely Compria here, who's been with us since the jump. And with that, I was able to talk to Vershay. She was ride or die, ready to get into it. And then we had Anitra. So it was 4 of us at the time. After that, we had our first gentleman, Brandon, who came aboard, okay? And then we had another gentleman, Donovan. Okay, then we have the lovely Maisha, and we have the lovely Precious. So honestly, we have grown. It's quickly. 9 of us now, quickly, and we have been able to do a lot. However, with that being said, all of us started as individuals, and now we're on a team. And now, since we're wrapping up the second year, like, what's the biggest difference to you guys in regards to having a team? And like, what does that even mean? What does it even look like?
I think the great thing about being on a team, and this team in particular, is all of our different backgrounds and things that we feel like we're really good at are very different from each other. And I appreciate that, because then it just gives me kind of that confidence in wanting to be better at a certain, if it's Vershay and how she does her social media, or Donovan with his videos and social media, it's like, I want to get to that place, and I have an example on my team that I can go to and like watch and not feel like discouraged or afraid to go ask questions to, or things like that.
Like, you feel comfortable in
absolutely.
a sense. Good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, the comfortability that we have with each other, because I've been on a team where I was the only person that looked like me, and it's just like, it's not the same as being around people who look like you, who understand your slang, who, understand you might need to bring your kid or whatever, So I think just having that comfortability in our team is something major for me, to just feel accepted and to be able to thrive at my highest self, because you guys accept me for who I am and what my situation is and all of that. So I think that is the beauty for me on being on this team.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely think, as I spoke to a little earlier about like the camaraderie, Brandon's favorite word, the camaraderie.
I don't understand. You
have.
They say
Brandon is the one that has used that word the most
camaraderie.
that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Myself.
In your first year,
for it to be part of my verbiage is crazy.
I mean, I knew of the word, but I'm just like, I've never heard anyone say as much as you, which is a good thing.
Well, no, I'm not. I just need to remember when I say it.
So yeah, I think the camaraderie, but for me, in comparison to that, it's gonna also be the accountability.
That part.
Because this team, they're not playing. We're not playing.
No.
Like when I see Miss Tatum up there on that board, it just it ignites a fire in me. It allows me to see what is possible and what I can do. Not only that, but like what we could do together. Like we all made the same type of numbers at the same type of time at the best frequency and the highest frequency that we could. There is no stopping us. So I do think like the accountability factor is top tier. We have a group chat that is top tier as far as accountability too, putting our contacts in there, making sure that we putting podcasts in there, just keeping everybody on the same accord. Our weekly, I was going to say monthly, our weekly meetings, weekly in-person meetings, to where it's like you got to show up. And sometimes you don't want to show up. Life be lifing, and real estate is an independent entrepreneurship type of industry to where if I didn't want to show up, I didn't have to. So the fact that I at least got to show up one day out the week, that's going to help me be more accountable for the rest of those days out that week as well. So that to me is the biggest piece, the extreme motivation from Shawnee, our team lead, like all of that is what helps hold me accountable. So that's what I am most appreciative for.
Man, it's so awesome how you say that, because like people would think it's like me holding y'all accountable, but it really is all of us, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you guys hold me accountable. Like every time I'm like, I gotta get up. I have to figure out a way for us, and like what's not working, where do we need to pivot here, and things of that sort. So my brain is always churning, and I find myself needing to be present because I do love y'all and I do want us to win. And so you guys are holding me accountable to ways like I never even could have imagined. But yeah,
the beauty of it, it's a family. I feel like
100%.
So there's a lot of
fest.
It is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's so many rainmakers. This is my first team I've ever been on, but I have been in other hierarchy situations through corporate America to where the person that is essentially at the top, quote unquote, they're not looking at it from the same aspect as what Shawnee just dived into. They're looking at it as, okay, make my money for me, or let me tell y'all what to do so where y'all can get where I'm at. But it's not like that. It's a collaborative effort. It really is like a family. It really is like a comfort level there that I just can't explain. So yeah,
I know, like one of the questions someone asked me when I started the team was, you know, when you start your team, how are you going to make it to where individuals aren't competing with each other, right? To where the space isn't nasty and can become very competitive. And I was like, I'm not that way. I move out of love. And they always say the fish stinks at the head. And if I'm at the head of it and I got these type of vibes, that's going to pass on to my team. But I think because I come from a space of love, I feel like everyone does that. Like we may joke like, oh no, I'm finna get one of the contract before you type of thing. But it really is out of love. And sometimes I can tell, like with Brandon and Anitra, like they're trying to help each other get one on the board. You know, it's out of a space of love or
friendly competition.
Yeah.
It's definitely friendly competition.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it here.
Iron sharpens iron.
100%.
So that's where I feel like that's where that comes from. And you said it earlier today, like I lead and I serve. You serving hibachi. And leading the whole, you know what I mean? Like I lead and I serve. So that comes from a holistic standpoint.
Wow. Well, I guess that was pretty deep. Every time I listen to you guys, they always try to make it sound like I'm saying something really
This
deep.
is what you be saying on us every day. You literally said that for no reason. It just spilled out of you. That's who you are.
It's great camaraderie. I remember that time. I remember this.
Clock that, Brandon. Clock that.
Clock that. No, but back to your point too in regards to accountability too. Yeah, our meetings, like they are in person, right? And we do like that's a requirement from our team. We have a couple requirements, and being in person meetings is one of them. And I do think it does help with keeping everybody on track. The group chats, the boards, all of that. You know. people join teams for accountability. So as much as we all are grown and we're self-contractors and business owners, I think that's why we're all here, because we want to be held accountable to the standards that we set for ourselves. And we do a good job at that.
But still be made to feel good about ourselves. Because I feel like some teams, like, it could be that nasty environment, you know, and they are holding each other accountable in a way, but it's like not the same as how we do on our team. Like, it's not like, okay, Anitra got 5 deals under contract in the first quarter, and we might all feel like, okay, we got to get to work, but it's like it doesn't make us feel bad about ourselves, where I think some other teams, like, it's not the same atmosphere that we have created here. But
She did that on purpose.
she's talking about
You get one more.
But yeah, I love our team.
Yeah.
Our team is the
I
ish.
really love us.
And I feel like what we have, like, spills out onto everybody. Like, everybody can sense that we get along, that we're a family. You know, like, it pours out in our interaction, in our pictures, and our us sharing each other's wins and things of that nature. So I think we are helping other team leaders and teams, like, see, like, oh, okay, like, it could be this way. It doesn't have to be
You are
that
totally making a point, because even when it first started, it was for women. And another thing, like, how are you guys going to have a group of, like, women? Like, you know,
I'm not gonna get along.
You're not going to get along. I'm telling you, it's going to be mess and all this stuff. And I'm like, what? Like, why would it be that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not mess.
Right.
I love Black women,
And
right?
You are a good judge of character.
Right.
Just because you're not mess doesn't mean you couldn't have chose someone that was that.
That's
but
very
you
true.
didn't, because you chose wisely.
Yeah.
And these are my sisters, my brothers. Like I said, it's family.
Yes, 100%. And like, so that started there. Then it was like, okay, we're growing now, just as Black people who a lot of times people feel as if we can't get along and work in this space. I'm just very proud. Like, we're just showing what, like, Black professionalism, Black family, Black tribe, like what that actually looks like and feels like, right? And it feels good, because at the beginning of the day, because it's family and because I love y'all, I don't want to let y'all down, right? I don't want to be that one that's just taking and not offering anything. Like, and I feel like we all have that, because it comes from, like, a space of communion in a sense. No, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I'm very blessed with the team, right? Everyone has their individual goals outside of what you see in regards to how many houses I want to sell this year, how many families I want to help. Like, every one of my team are every member of my team are dreamers, is dreamers, and they have a certain level that they see themselves being in the next 2 years to 5 years, right? So my whole goal, like, when I meet with my team, we have one-on-ones and things of that sort. So what can we do right now to help and make sure that you're doing what you need to do to help you reach your goal? Like, our team, we talking about P&L statements. We're talking about taxes. We're talking about setting yourself up financially in a way to help you buy cribs, to help you, open up your own brokerage, start your own team. Because my whole thing is, if you do leave from LRG, which I hope everyone does at one point, I want you to leave right. Like, I want you to be set up in a way to where you win, because it don't look good for me or you if you leave from where I am and it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure everyone's, like, set up right. So, and the members of my team got some dreams. You hear me? Like, for real. Like, they got some SHIT that they trying to do, and I want to help them do it, right? If I'm able to do it. I'm talking about from starting staging companies to opening up brokerages to starting own teams to I'm for real, like, and I'm trying to help everybody do whatever that is to the space that I can. So yeah, it's I just wanted to, I guess, just set everyone up to win, I guess.
You definitely do.
You've always said that.
Yeah.
Even in secret. I got a story about that.
What? Even in secret? What? What do you mean, Brandon?
So here's the story. So of course, eventually, a goal of mine is to have a family real estate business.
Really?
Yes. So
I never knew that. We gotta
my
have
master
a goal
plan in my
thing.
head is like, I'm the Shawnee of this business. And then I have a 17-year-old, so eventually bringing her on. I have a cousin that just got his license, so bringing him on. nothing right now. But
Yeah.
this is 3 to 5 years down the plan. And then my wife is a photographer, so bringing her on to do all of my photos. Whether that's taking photos of me or taking photos of the home. Secretly behind the scenes, you hear this? Secretly behind the scenes, Shawnee decided to upgrade my wife's camera to take better pictures of houses.
Oh wow, that was so
To help-
kind of you.
To help like motivate her to get into the space. And has like offered to use her on the side, for projects and things like that. So very appreciative of that. She's very motivated. And it was just like a
That's
little
amazing.
lens, but it's that gesture that shows that you know where I'm trying to go.
Right.
Thank you for helping
And
me
you
motivate her.
support me,
Right.
100%.
So yeah, little things like that.
I love that. I'll speak to that because for me, I think business development is just as important as personal development. So I do think when we get in these spaces of real estate and like all these like real estate, as much as we say it every day, it is a touchy topic for a lot of other people. Like when they look at real estate agents and brokers, they're like cream of the crop, you know? So that's another conversation. But in order to get there to your business goals and your financial goals, I do think your personal development is just as important. And that's something that I can personally attest that Shawnee has been there for me 1,000% since the day I met her, even before I joined the team. So I definitely think to what you said about, her being supportive as far as your goals is definitely there. And I have no doubt that once I get ready to, because I want to open my own brokerage, a very small boutique Black-owned brokerage. And once I get there, I want to make sure that my personal state, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, is where it needs to be before I even begin to think about leading other people. And that's something that you have helped me transition or continuing to help me transition into. So I appreciate you for that. So yeah, as far as like growing, I know for a fact that you do want us to grow 1,000%, because not only for us, but for you and for other people. Because you want to bring other people onto the team and do the same thing and have it like this revolving door. So we see you and we love you. We appreciate you.
We do love you.
That's love. I'm happy y'all see that. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Don't even start.
Let's wrap it up before she start crying.
Wrap it up. Wrap it
Before she
up.
start crying.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. All this to say, we love ourselves. We love our people. We love working with each other. And, we hope that we get to meet you and you get to experience the love that we have. Or if you have any questions, again, we want to spread the resources, spread the love. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this up and close this on out. And with that being said, I guess we can have a cheers.
Cheers. What we cheers into?
Right.
To Levine Realty Group.
Yes. Cheers to Levine Realty Group. Cheers.
At
the end of the day,
The day gon' end.